Hello there, and welcome back to Tatooine Tableflip. I'm Jimmy, and today I'm going to be unboxing Death Note Confrontation from IDW Games. We are leading up to Gen Con / Gen Can't, and this is something I am extremely excited to get to the table to play during this week so you guys can have a look prior to its release at Gen Con. Let's get this thing open and have a look, shall we? Alright, this is Death Note Confrontation. I like that. If you're familiar with the show at all, you know the Death Note itself is written across in that font. How to use it. That's great. Nice, okay. This is also a deduction game, sort of along the lines of Battleship from what I understand so far. It's just for two people, and one person plays L. This, for those of you unfamiliar with the show, this guy right here, this guy is Light Yagami, and he's referred to as Kira in the show. He gets a hold of the Death Note dropped by this death god here, and if you write someone's name in the Death Note, they just die. And so this guy is brought in to investigate to try to track this guy down. So what happens in this game, near as I can understand so far, is that one person takes on the character of Light, the other person takes on the character of L, and L is hunting Light while Light is killing people using his note in the game. Here is L's notebook. And, looks like, oh, I see, probably looks like you'll be marking the pages up, so I'll definitely be photocopying these so I don't have to write in the book. But I think these are the bad guys you're assigning chapter 2. Oh, it looks like maybe it tells a story as it goes along. That'll be alright, okay. And clearly Kira's notebook. Looks like it's kind of similar. Very interesting. Comes with these 3 specialty dice. There's a gun or dynamite. Two giant wooden tokens, A and B. Clearly for the 2 players. Some kind of a plastic card. Huh. No idea. Oh, I see. That's what those correspond to. Stabbing, and it says +2 apples. Bombing, 3 points or 1 point. Probably different types of scenario cards. Let's see if I can't pop this open and we'll have a look here. Get an idea for some of them. Oh, I see. Some of them go to L and some to Kira. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And you see there's quite a few of those. And finally, a packet of cards. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, these must correspond to... Okay, I'll try not to... Oh, it's just the suspect cards. I don't think that's really a spoiler. You see they're marked as suspects in a letter. And this might be a spoiler as games are hiding things these days. And let's see if they've given us any kind of a surprise. Nope, nothing underneath the insert. Well, there you have it, Death Note Confrontation. This one, I've had a chance to look at the rulebook just a little bit, and if you're Kira, as I was trying to explain, that I thought was correct during the unboxing, that if you're Kira, you're killing people for points, and if you're L, you're feeding Kira the locations of people to kill using the Death Note so that he can try to determine your location and capture you. So it is a hidden information game where if you're Kira, you're trying to stay out of the clutches of the law, and if you're L, you're trying to bring him to justice, and by feeding him victims. So I can't wait to get this one to the table. It sounds amazing. I'm a huge fan of this franchise. I'm not a great big anime fan, but I do love the Death Note franchise and the movies and everything. And so I was really excited to get this. I'd played the CCG out of Japan for a little while, and there was it escapes me right now, but there was one other game here that didn't go over very well. Like, it kind of came and went. It failed, unfortunately. But this one looks like it's. I believe this one's going to be a hit. I think this thing just sounds utterly fantastic. I can't wait to get deeper into the rule book so I have a very solid grasp of what's going on before we get a play in later this week. We are, speaking of, ramping up to Gen Con. All this week we're ramping up to Gen Con, and I don't know how late in the week you're seeing this episode. We've got a bunch of other episodes that we're putting up during the week as well, and I'm not at Gen Con, clearly, so I'm taking place in what's called Gen Can't. I did this last year, and we played a bunch of really great games, and we just posted pictures and some mini reviews and unboxings and stuff of those, and this year I'm doing the same thing, and we've got not only this unboxing, I've got a few others I'm putting up during the week, and then hopefully a couple reviews for you guys, and a couple of other little surprises I'm holding out for. I'm hoping something specific turns up this week. I think that's going to do it. You can find me online at BoardGamerBlues.com. I am on all of the socials as BoardGamerBlues. Come and find me and let's chat about games, or you can tweet at me, or email me, whatever. And you can find me over on Instagram as well. Let's see. We have a Patreon page. Go over and throw $1 at us. Every little bit helps. I know $1 doesn't seem like very much, but believe me, I'd rather have a bunch of people throwing $1 at us than one person throwing a big amount at us. It really helps keep the lights on around here and helps us do maintenance on the website and podcast and the show, and just helps to show your appreciation, and I appreciate you appreciating me. Hopefully you guys are digging the show. I'm loving doing it. Let's see, I think that's going to do it for this time, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Tatooine Tableflip. Bye.